talked about, making that transition to receiver. You've played it before, but it's been a long time. What was the most helpful for you with trying to learn tricks of the trade, throughout OTAs and coming in the training camp?
I think it's just the other receivers, like, just helping me out along the way. Anytime they see me during practice or like after practice watching film, they just let me know like little tips to do. And Coach EB too, just helping me out, just keeping me going and just telling me stuff I need to work on the most, to be successful in this league. So
you've been through this process before. You're making a team, and I know they don't throw a big party for you or anything like that. But when did you kind of get an idea that okay, this is going to work out right now?
I think I just got the idea just during training camp, continuing to work, what I'm saying? I felt like I was getting better and better every day. So, just going through this process, it was tough, but, I felt like I did a pretty good job during camp, during the preseason. So, I was pretty confident going into this weekend, but, you never know in this league, so.
When you got in the end zone twice, did you feel it was like, all right, I'm going to be in the 53?
Nah, I still wasn't, because you never know in this league. I still wasn't, certain that I was going to be on the 53 because, we had so many great players on this team. But, I was confident in my game that, I was still going to have a job somewhere in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it was.
Tom Telesco today said that guys that make this initial 53-man, he doesn't have those conversations with them. They just should feel like they're coming to work all day. So how did you find out that you were on this initial 53-man?
Actually, I didn't find out until I got to the building. I was waiting because you get that call, but I never got a call or a text from anyone. So I'm like, I knew we had a meeting today at 1 o'clock. So I'm like, man, let me just go to the building, see what's going on. So I got here and I was here. So that's about it, man.
Did that kind of infamous Jets Hard Knocks clip go through your mind? Like, I hope I don't try to get in and the door's locked.
Actually, my dad was talking about that. He was like, did you see that clip? I was like, yeah, I saw it. I was like, hopefully they don't do it to me when I get there. So, yeah, that was going through my mind. Actually, that's crazy.
You kind of took a chance on yourself by going up to Canada, but and who knows how that would have worked out. But in retrospect, now that you look back on it, how big was that for you to kind of open some people's eyes in that league?
I felt like it was very big. I would say probably the most important decision I made in my life to go into Canada because I knew when I was in Denver, I didn't get to play in the preseason, so it was tough for teams to really evaluate me, knowing I hadn't played and just going off my college film. So making that move, it was difficult, but I feel like it was the best decision I ever made in my life. So
there's been some players who've had great careers coming from the Canadian League. Warren Moon and Jeff Garcia, just to name a few. Did you take inspiration from any of the stories from guys that jumped from the Canadian League to the NFL?
I do. I watch a lot of guys around the league that's been in the Canadian Football League, like Alex Singleton, that's in Denver, and also D. Alford. I think he for Atlanta Falcons. He played in the CFL. So I watch those guys and the success they have now in the league, and I just kind of figure I can have the same success so I come here and just do my work, do my job. So
did you have to get talked into it at all? Maybe your agent, like, hey, this is the right move right here, or did you feel like that was the right move?
My agent mentioned it, you know what I'm saying, and he kind of took me through, the ins and outs of what we could do. So when he brought it up, and he felt like I had no other option, he felt like that was the best option for me. I sat down with my family, and we figured it would be the best option for me too. So
clearly, you look back on it fondly, so it's the best decision you ever made. What do you enjoy the most about playing in Canada?
I think just the overall game, because it's so offensive, minded, because it's the big field and you get 12 people on the field. So I feel like that they live for the big plays over there. So I feel like my game translated very well over there. So
after you get to the building and you go to the meeting, what's the first call you make? Did you tell her, hey, I'm in?
I called my mom. I called my mom, and she was just so excited, man. She almost cried. I think she probably did cry when I got off the phone, but I called my mom, then I called my dad, because they know the hard work that I put in and the tough times that I've been through to get here, man. And just making the 53 roster where I come from, that's a big accomplishment, man. So you can't never look down on it. So it was very good. So
what do you think teams have gotten wrong about you? Like, why did teams miss on you? What do they not understand about you?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I just come in, I do my job every day. I try to get better every day, and I don't worry about what other teams think of me. I just worry about the team that I'm playing for and how I can get better and make them better every day.
Did any of the veterans, you know, in the receiver room, Devontae, Jacoby, any of those guys, do they like offer up encouragement throughout the process or advice at all, or
The process of going through.
just trying to make the roster?
Yeah, I mean, they always encourage advice, no matter like it's Devontae, Jacoby, even DJ and Trey. Like those guys, they always help me out. Anything, any little thing they can tell me or help me out with, they're doing it. So I appreciate those guys.
Tyreik, you talked about your time in Canada. What comes to mind when you reflect on your journey from, you know, prep year to Charleston, and now you find yourself here?
I think just perseverance, man. Just me going through. I feel like I went through everything you can go through to get to this point, man. So I feel like, you know, this is great for me. So good.
You kind of blew up on social media with your performance the other day. People were talking all about you. Like, you paying attention to that stuff? People sending you videos, clips, all that kind of stuff?
I try not to pay too much attention to it, but when my phone was blowing up, you know, you got no other choice but to look at it. So I was looking at a couple stuff, but I try not to let it get to me. I try to just stay focused with what I got going on right now and just, you know, being the best me.
After the punt return, it seemed like you aimed the ball at somebody specific. Was it a friend, a family member?
It was my dad. like I think I told somebody in the locker room after the game, but before the game, my dad told me, he was like, "Look, if you score, look for me and throw me the ball." So that was my main goal on the way to the end zone. I was just, man, let me go find my dad and throw him the ball. I know this is gonna make his day. So
On the TV broadcast, Howie Long was being interviewed live when you scored a touchdown. Pretty sure you've seen it.
I seen it.
And you saw him getting all excited. What does that mean to you, having somebody that means so much to this organization and you're getting him all excited?
That's amazing, man, because, you know, people don't, you know, do that a lot. So for me to do that on live TV was amazing. So it was great for me. It's amazing.
A lot of people were excited, obviously, about the flash plays and the touchdowns getting to the end zone, but you drew a penalty on special teams as well. I mean, how much pride do you take in those sorts of plays? They're kind of the hard-working ones.
Right, yeah, I take a lot of pride in it, man, because, you know, the more you can do, the longer you'll last in this league. So, I mean, I feel like I didn't play the best game at Gunner, but I feel like, you know, I got a lot to work on, but I did a good job, so just keep getting better with it.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate it.